The last 3 days, I lost my 2 YouTube channels. The first one on, I'm pretty sure, April 21st. And then anyway, April 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, they were 2 of them gone by. May get them back, may not. Uh, YouTube's terms are if they're connected, they go down. And all of mine are connected, and I don't really understand what they mean by connected. Is it because it's me? Because yeah, those 2 were very connected. Like if they were, might as well have been the same channel. But the Jubilee Creates is my journey. Like I created the other 2 because of the journey in 2023, and then this one because of the connect the dots and trying to keep them separate. And we've been keeping them pretty separate. I mean, I literally go live here and watch the repost the same as all the others, but now we'll be more keeping it connect the dots. And I started a new channel, but I'm trying to figure out what that looks like. That's not associated at all with the other 2, which may or may not come back. I was literally protecting it for 3 months because I was like, oh, good, now it's expired. I think the expiry was me losing the channel because there was some, I don't know. I can't write an email. I can't do basic shit. I can dismantle capitalism. Let's go with my reposts. No, we don't care about Carlos. Let's have a new product that protects Tesla vents, which, why are Teslas designed so poorly that you have to buy all of these aftermarket things? And 3033, we're back to, because I think it was before and then down and then up. Something else is just, I have in the screen capture. I feel like it's the Jeffrey Dahmer one that gave me this copyright strike, which we might go over too, just because it says in there, and whatever. We'll see. It's part of the reason we're doing this one is the signs and symbols and all the things coming up. Part of which is that I think it was at 33388 views, which it won't be at anymore, I'm pretty sure. But my most recent repost, and then the ones I've done, I think since before having a shower. I love how I took down a repost that literally had me in the same hoodie that I never onesie. What is it even called? What are those? Hoodie? Hoodie's what it's called. This one. I have not been doing reposts because
the math that brought.
we're not watching reposts and having me comment. So we're not doing. But this one particularly, both that it says Magic 8 Ball, which is part of the reason I'd already talked about. Part of my videos talking about it. I don't know if I actually made one talking about it. I think I do mention Magic 8 Ball and what her birthday is, which I think is April 21st. Allie's YouTube channel is April 23rd, the day I lost. Well, I finished losing them, therefore I lost both of them. A beautiful kind of irony. Magic 8 Ball, the woman who won the lottery and was on Chicago Med. That show. There was a actress who plays a cop on The Rookie, who's also, I probably even, the videos that are now deleted, I probably processed already that I don't remember what her name is, but one of Robin is her name, and is his daughter, is Dr. Charles's daughter, and then he also has a daughter named Anna, who attempts to take her life by crashing into a tree. And that's the more recent one, him kind of more processing that, while also processing potentially losing someone on the suicide hotline. And that's not what this video is about, though, because that's previous. This one, what is this one about? I don't think John Wayne Gacy, because in the comment section of the Donner video, it came out October 15th, and if I got the copyright strike, like I watched it within a month of it coming out. Unlike the other one that he also did a copyright strike on, which was the Vern. We'll go look at those ones because they're part of the story. Whether or not we get them back, whether or not Jordan understands how and why I need the copyright strikes taken down, and you know what I mean. I'm happy to delete that. The videos. Anytime I use someone's copyrighted material, actually copywritten, and not the, oh my God, I have feelings that you covered me, therefore it's copywritten. No, it's fair use. However, we also watch a lot of stuff, and I try to keep an eye, we're hoping to do anymore, watching stuff in the background, and while I'm cleaning, while I'm doing other things. and was very clear that's not my content and linked back to it, while also commentary. And if you're not on screen and stopping every 10-15 seconds, which when I want to talk, that's generous, it's not copyright protected for fair use. So I get it. It's not when watching one of my first copyright strikes was watching a TED talk. So I was assumed if it's on, right. And it was Barbara Shear, Which Obstacle? January 3rd. We'll get there. Let's get to, I literally don't even remember what this is besides Magic 8 Ball. And it was Apollo 13. It's Apollo 13, the astronauts. It has Bill Paxton in it and Tom Hanks. And then the actual astronauts that they play. I'm not familiar with the Apollo. Might have watched the movie at some point in time. Don't remember. They do all live Jubilee. Yes, you literally just looked up their birthdays. And that's
Apollo 13 home safely was solved by a woman named Judith Cohen as she was going into labor with Jack Black. Let me say that again. Jack Black's mom, as he was being born, was doing the astrophysics that saved Apollo 13. Like the Apollo 13, the one that Tom Hanks starred in a movie about because it's like the most insane Apollo mission literally ever. Every mission after Apollo 11, that was the one where they landed on the moon, first man on the moon.
I'm looking up Jack Black's mother, and I'm going to need to show her date-wise. She looks like nearly identical to the Maggie. Her name's not quite Maggie, but all the names I put under the nickname Maggie, Marguerite, something like that, who's a nun in the prison movie with Rachel McAdams that's linked in the comments. The YouTube video is January 3rd. Don't know what date it actually aired on TV. Rachel McAdams, because I was going to make her going to watch my video. All my videos is the only repost we're watching. And my videos I've made all over the place, one of which is pinned and has 2 comments in it. Rachel McAdams was going to be the first, then while I was in the process. Russel Brand, Russell is the name of the boyfriend in the prison movie, main character. Rachel McAdams is not a main character. And prison movie. All right, and we're just going to press play on Apollo.
Apollo mission after that was supposed to also be a moon landing. But Apollo 13, on the way up, the oxygen tank that like burned with the fuel to propulse the jet exploded. So they had to make it home without any fuel power whatsoever. So they slungshot themselves around the moon and slungshot themselves home. And they made it home. Like everybody made it home safe. But thanks to that, now we save like so much on gas because we realize we don't have to use it. But all the equations and math behind that was solved by Judith Cohen as she was in labor. And the baby was Jack Black. Like that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. The math that brought Apollo 13 home safely.
All right, so Apollo 13 was April 11th to 17th, which I only just looked up, but after. So he was already born when like they're actually doing the slingshot math, because I'm imagining she wouldn't need to have done the math. You know what I mean? They didn't preemptively know this was all going to happen to do the slingshotting. So anyway, Jack Black was born August 28th, so he was actually a 5-6-month-old. Adorable little baby. That's like my favorite. I don't even did that math wrong, possibly, because April's already the 4th month, and then August, September, October, November, December, 4 plus 4 months. So like 8 months. That's a horrible age. No, just kidding. Horrible age. Apollo 13. Oh no, we're going to his mom. Sorry. Instead of copying and pasting. So and geodesicing dome. Fun. There was someone I said I might know them, which I probably do, from Game B, who I just started following. I don't think I reposted, because again, why would I repost? August 16th, 1933 to July 25th. What is July 25th? I feel like July 24th is tumor date. My mother's wedding that ended on November 2nd when I died. Earl of Balfour, his birthday. Balfour Declaration, Adam Walsh Child Protection Safety Act, July 25th, 2006. Gavrilo Principle. I think that was the person who started World War One. Assassinated date. Lucy was released, the movie. Air Force One movie release. That one is it. Harrison Ford. And the reason the avalanche in Colorado. Older brother Kennedy, brother Nurth Day. I'm going to go with that was supposed to be birthday. Because Nurth Day is not a word. Killed in World War II. His girlfriend shared his birthday and was murdered January 23rd, years later. I think Kennedy's girlfriend. They shared a birthday? Which wasn't that one. Because they died on. He died. July 25th. Philip Mansouth's interview. Fun. Ducky and Land Before Time and Charlie, All the Dogs Go to Heaven. One of the other Land Before Time came up, but it literally just said Land Before the Time, main character. It didn't say. Like, it's not Ducky. Okay, where are we? Back to here. Okay, we got to go to literally what's in the description, which means I got to come back and copy and paste it from the description. Edit. The full movie you, of course, can watch yourself because it's right now because it's available on YouTube. We're going to save changes. I'm first going to do... There we go. I was like, is that the name? So, Guilty by Association. This one, Marguerite, is who she looks exactly like in the movie itself. Rachel McAdams is literally put as the first person when she is in like 4 or 5, maybe 6 scenes. She goes to prison for all of them are in prison for minor offenses to do with boyfriends where they like picked up the phone and were considered conspirators. And in the main character's case, I only wanted to watch for Rachel McAdams, so I actually didn't watch the first half. I only watched once they were in prison. But her boyfriend that gets her put in prison, his name is Russell. The woman who doesn't get let out, but is more entitled to getting let out is her black woman friend is named Roxy, literally Roxy. They don't call her Roxanne. I mean, I'm sure they do in it, but every time I heard it was Roxy. Susan, who is the main character, the Eric's birthday girlfriend. And yeah, anyway, I don't know, Mary Board is in there. There's the third, it's Rachel McAdams is kind of the third person, but she gets removed from she doesn't have a family before she's put in prison. And they all do because their moms and are in for like ridiculous amounts of time. Anyway, wasn't aware this movie existed. Fell down that rabbit hole as I do. Hers is February 28th, which to me, January 3rd and February 28th are now forever linked because February 28th is the day that the Iran and Trump started a war with Iran after he started a war with what I thought was December 31st, our children's birthday. I don't know, have a child with Trump, but we both have an individual human child who was born on December 31st in very different years. And in February 28th is the date associated with December 31st and the date I had her actual birthday. And then Trump and Iran and thought he had Venezuela on his other son's birthday. But no, it was January 3rd. In between. Oh, maybe that was it. It was halfway in between Eric and Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Jr. But I remember December 31st as these things happen. There's an Alberta Watson who I'm pretty sure is her sister Angie. Fun. March 6th till March 20, which is Rob Reiner's birthday, my mom's birth year. Her name's Alberta, which is my great-grandmother, October 7th's middle name. Well, she was in the States and then moved to Alberta, giving birth to her 3rd and 4th and 5th child. And died on March 21st, which is the day I went to go see Jane Goodall and many other things, but I can't remember. Oh, I mean the day that I interviewed Eon. Eon? No, the other way around. Alicia. Eon was on Alicia's birthday. Teenage Max. I feel like some of these are also relevant, but meh. Some of them don't have birthdays. It's very rude. I mean, they have birthdays, but... Oh, November 12th. That's the other November 12th that came up, which is Ryan Gosling. Rachel McAdams. Danielle is also the name of the friend that I blocked of Tirza's, who had one video only that was December 4th. And then Tirza, turns out she was just spying on me for Tirza. Back back. I don't remember actually when that exchange happened. Definitely before October 7th, 2023. All right, Guilt by Association. There's no like trailer because it wasn't like a regular movie, but the entire movie is available in the description from January 3rd of this year. It looks like it's one that'll be available for at least a little while, maybe forever, because it is, you know what I mean, pretty old. All right, now let's go to Apollo. I can't. Oh, first of all, they call it on Matt's birthday. Is this one? Yep, Matt's birthday, 1995. Tom Hanks plays the three. They should have had Jack Black playing it. It has Gary Sinise in it. March 17th birthday, and he's in the Snake Eyes, right? And I think a few other ones. June 9th, which comes up, which July 9th. July 9th. Why, when I've seen him before, I swear it registered as June 9th. Erroneously. Zachary Taylor dies in office. 12th president. Fun. Tim and Kyle post Sound of Freedom release. Lindsey Graham's birthday. Oh, the author, no, director of the movie, the Rachel McAdams, and Graham, spelled weirdly, spelled like Ali, the one Ali posted with, I'm gonna manifest me some money, with a Canada Post in the background. Canada Post that was on strike both for Ali shenanigans and in my grade 12 year while I was exchanging letters with Jared while he was at the Jubilee Arena. Anyway, this movie exists, and all of the astronauts, one of which was whatever the date is. Was it 325? I'm pretty sure it's 325 because it's. Well, now I'm not certain. I'm not certain. March 25th. Let's see if that is the date that I was looking up earlier. Yeah, it is. It's the day. Now, why? We'll get to at the end because I'm pretty sure I added the astronaut. I started meditation with my sister's friend, who also relevant. Sue Klebold. I'm not remembering who that is. I feel like possibly it's one of the people associated with Columbine, like the mothers, but I might be wrong. Leviticus 3:12. Leviticus is 3. Genesis, Leviticus, Numbers, Genesis, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. Do I have this as 3:2 when it's 2? Jubilee's books of the Bible have not stuck like the continents. 1 second. Books of the Bible in order. How is that even? Genesis, Exodus. We forgot one. We forgot Exodus. Okay. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, then Numbers, then Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. Okay. Coming back. Is the Jubilee that Jesus says in his hometown, I believe, is why that got put there. Dates. Back to here. Allie was live, and I recorded July 3rd, which is one of the Mean Girls. Cat's birthday. Sarah Jessica Parker just was on because she's in a Rachel McAdams one, Family Stone. Susan Avery, no idea. Jack Leon Ruby, born that date and died January 3rd, 1967. Danny DeVito's daughter, Grace, and Danny DeVito's birthday is also Rachel McAdams. He's one of the 3 people mentioned in Mean Girls. I created the Reddit, Ellie Wannabe Besties, LEP Wannabe Besties. The one that was supposed to be the only one, but then I lost. You know, I had to make a second one because I lost the first one. It's the old New Year's Day from the April Fool's Day wiki. King Fossil is killed by his brother. Kathy Bates wins actress speech that her mother gaslights her about. That's the same year. It's therefore the same day that Dances with Wolves wins Best Picture. The date Reddit post with Dogma Church in it is found. I find it on Christmas Day, Justin Trudeau's birthday. And then Apollo 13 astronaut Jim Lovell, played by Tom Hanks, who died August 7th, 2025. So just died. There's a lot of deaths I keep seeing. It happened actually this year, like August 26th. Like that's what happened with the 3rd primatologist. I didn't hear that she died. I looked her up and she was dead. after having just looked her up a couple weeks before, March 17th. It's also Aubrey Wyatt's birthday, which will be April 20th. Day Columbine. May 21st. Barely a date. I think it's actually one of the things go. Keanu Reeves' birthday. Why does she look so familiar? Who is she? Like, what is that picture from? That one right there. It's from something in particular. Can we click on it? Will it tell me?
She was the brains of the operation. My grandfather was incredibly bright.
Yeah.
But she was kind of on.
What's her name? Her grandmother was a librarian in Matilda. Is she from Matilda? June 30th? Was that just the date that something came out? One of the movies. Apollo 13? I don't know who she is, though. I do know Matilda's the name of the youngest victim. And Danny DeVito plays in the originaler Matilda. Is there one before that? I don't know. Him and his wife. Okay, what are we looking at? Let's go to me and watch my ridiculous numbers of content now that I'm not posting on, which I won't be, because I won't be going live because I need to talk. We're going live on this one like before. If there's 3, there has to be at least 3. And like I said, I'm not even listing them because there's a ridiculous number with these. Oh, this is the pinned one, which you'll see there are 2 comments. Both of which we won't be able to see the videos, but they will have videos under them. We won't be able to see them on the desktop version. On version you can. Russell Brand, Rachel McAdams came first, and then Russell Brand. There will be many of them, but anyway, here is the plan for my TikTok. The Jubilee. My parents gave me that name. Whatever name you go by, does it mean you know how to save all of humanity? Because mine does. Like, it deeply, deeply does. Not because my parents gave me that name, because many people have given their kid that name, Jubilee, from the Bible. But because I know how to save the world. And then the signs and symbols showed up. I was going live on YouTube and processing the capitalism and World War III you all are starting, and lost those. So no longer reposting and dealing with all of the trauma for 4 hours a day. Instead, we're probably going to do about 400 TikToks a day. And amidst those, there will be the signs and symbols one. So I'm making this video and pinning it so that in the comment section, I can make a video with, it'll say Rachel McAdams in the comment. You can follow it back to this one so that you can follow all of the other ones. My comments will be just the names, and will link to videos, because a quick list of the celebrities involved in, again, how big a celebrity they have to be, how many times the signs and symbols will they get on this list, because the list's a list to other lists. The celebrities: Rachel McAdams, Bill Paxton, Maya Stojan, Keanu Reeves, Jim Caviezel, Kathy Bates, Russell Brand, Woody Harrelson, and Kevin Costner will each have their own however long TikTok to show why they are on that list. The 4 big movies: True Lies, Mean Girls, Matrix, and Never Ending Story. My anti-gurus honestly don't know if these are getting just like lists under lists. Richard Bach, Ken Wilber, Kyle Cease, Tony Robbins, and Teal Swan. Also a list of the other big things, right? The assassination dates of the American presidents, Lebanon in 1982, New Year's Eve, which went on to become my daughter's birthday once I was in my 30s, and the Kennedys, including, of course, my mother's birthday and all the birthdays associated with my mother's birthday that fall throughout my life. The assassination date, JFK. All right. So if you all want to come help me save the world with social media, that'd be great. That'd be great. I mean, we're saving the world with the Technological User Cooperative, but on social media that's owned by the billionaires, the Epstein Island billionaires, right? I need people to join me in the reality of it's all broken, all of it, chicken and egg, so we can create something new and better from where we are. We're not getting to tear it all down day 2. What are we doing? Because I live in day 2. I know I'm an embodiment of a revolution. Named at birth, They didn't know. They thought they were raising a Christian. Of sorts. I figured out what is wrong with.
Hello, my name is Jubilee.
I'm just making this video. I'm trying to clear up space. I had just lost both of my YouTube channels that I have experienced a ridiculous amount of stuff on, and both need the data itself, need it downloaded, need a Gmail restored that I just got overly full, and literally my brain can't do any of that, and I have literally nobody. It's me and my daughter against the world. I know how to dismantle capitalism and create a world that works for everyone. A lot of that work is on those two YouTube channels. And we collectively as humanity need them. And I need somebody in Vancouver who wants to be my technological friend and come over and physically help me with this, i.e. getting the data downloaded, possibly restoring the other email, which just means deleting a bunch, but my brain can't do it. Brain tumors, and creating a world that works for everyone with all of the celebrities and whatnot. And I guess we'll be on TikTok more often. both of my, all of it. No, Jubilee Creates went down. Jubilee fucking Creates went. I lost all 3 of my channels. No, someone needs to come help me. Someone needs to come help me, like today. I just tried to make a new TikTok account so that I could start talking about the weirdness that is my life. So, in case it's not obvious when she says it, I already did this. I have like 2 Gmails that I made in order to make TikToks, in order to be able to like have an actual TikTok account that isn't just an email that doesn't go anywhere. And both times I wasn't able to post because it's like, we've removed it. And then why? Oh, because I already have one. So it's not the fact it happened, it's the fact I've already done this and it didn't stick. Really? From this one? And like fully transparently, picture, name, everything. I think there's a rule that you can only have 1 TikTok account, which my brain almost certainly isn't going to remember because it keeps wanting to start fresh, being like, yeah, no. I need an assistant. I need help. My brain is my brain, and it knows how to save all of humanity, and it can't remember that you're not supposed to create more than 1 TikTok account. All right? So someone come help me. Rachel McAdams, Keanu Reeves our way to world peace and an end to poverty. Please, before the billionaires Epstein Island us all into oblivion. I just tried to make a new TikTok account. I'm trying to clear up space for a email account. I've done this many times before when when I need, I'm like, we'll record it. Like, we'll record it so I can delete. It could not find a single one to delete because of how important they are with the dates and signs and symbols. Almost started paying $3 a month to hold them. Instead, I got down just under 100%. It's like at 99.58% on my Gmail, the other one. So that I got emails that said, your account's been terminated after it had already been terminated. I refuse to pay a subscription for. I'm already paying a subscription for my other Gmail account. And so I'm trying to go through videos and delete them. And there's gold here. Would anyone please come help me back all this stuff up, create the documentary on social media and suicide and the craziness of humanity and how we get to world peace as we're getting to world peace. This is crazy making. Anyone come join me. I'm gonna have a nap. I think capitalism's going down today. I have 2 really small YouTube channels that I lost in the last few days.
both of which have amazing things that went down over the last few years. And we, all of humanity, need that information. I live in Vancouver, Canada. I have brain tumors. I am utterly alone in the world. Like, I can't do anything I'm not already doing. And no one else seems to be able to hear that. I need a human being in Vancouver to come help me with the tech stuff, just the backing up of, 2 YouTube channels that were terminated, if that's possible. Also potentially doing the process to say, no, please give them back. But all of that paperwork, Jubilee can't do. What I can do is dismantle capitalism and create a world that works for everyone. And whatever I do day by day, that will be happening. Wherever you find me, wherever. I have 2 really... He's grandstanding on the internet? I've yet to hear anyone explain a lie he's told. A single lie. One lie, internet. Can you collectively together come up with a lie Tyler Catastrophe told? And not one you all made up? He's grandstanding on the internet?
Right. This is like a question I ask all the time. Like, where's the lie? When sometimes people can point, I'm like, thank you. Like, I literally am like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right. He claims to be two-spirited. Well, he's a white man with no connection to being native. Very insensitive. Where's the lie? Right. You've stated all of a thesis of you don't agree, the world doesn't agree with him or anyone else who's not First Nations using two-spirited, and he uses two-spirited. He's not claiming to be First Nations. And then that got found out. He's not a pretendian. You're claiming he's a pretendian, right? Because instead of that's very insensitive. Not a lie. Not a lie. And the fact grown-ass adults on the internet cannot distinguish a lie, cannot distinguish when they're in a cult, should terrify all of you, but... Oh, instead, you're terrified by the signs and symbols.
I've yet to hear. So I got home with this one playing, and my kid is currently watching. And fun, because not just any of
these comments link back to videos. You can watch them on my channel. Of somebody talking about the difference between the mom and the actress, and the middle, and Malcolm in the middle. And I got home from my walk where you see me out and my kid is literally watching the middle. I'm the middle. She's also kind of the middle and the only and the everything. I have lost the okay, I've had it.
middle 112, which happens to air on January 6th, that it's called The Neighbor. My sister will be neighbors with 3 people, one of whom, Norman Reedus, whose birthday is January 6th. This is fun.
Also, the other Trump's birthday, hence Trump right in the middle of his 2 sons' birthdays. Also the day there was nearly an insurrection, and I feel like there was something else I was going to say because it was relevant, but whatever. I've already said it millions times. Millions. Yeah, that tracks.
You all should come help me create world peace before all the platforms take down all of my videos. It doesn't matter if they take down every video on every platform. This stuff all still happens in real time. So I got the newest Chicago Med just aired last night. Yes, Things Left Behind, April 22nd, 11th season, 18th episode, and I haven't watched the last few, so I went and watched The Cost of Living, which was 11/15 and aired on March 18th. The day I found out I had brain tumors, and the day the same grandfather whose the next episode's date I'm going to go with 2 weeks later, April 1st, that's his birthday. It's the one grandparent I never met. In them, the one had a significant birthday too. Nicole Sullivan plays in the first episode as a woman who consults an 8-ball before she makes decisions because of how horrible people have been. And she finds out she has a horrible disease that she's going to die from, but also they find out she's a lottery winner, and she offers to give the money if they can promise her a cure. Her birthday is April 21st, and she was in both The King of Queens with Leah Remini and Disjointed with Kathy Bates. Then the Book of Charles, his daughter tried to unalive herself in a previous episode, and he's on the phone.
Charles emerging as a date only post Charlie Kirk and then Snake Eyes and then Charlie Kirkland, and me being born at Charlie whatever Camsell Hospital, and I only looked that up because it said Charlie on it. Being Charlie, the movie by Nick and Rob Reiner with the 3 Drakes and 3 Nicks on the long lost channels that don't exist currently. They will again.
On a hotline for such things and listens to someone have a mental health crisis and possibly take themselves off the planet, and at the end he is laying on the ground, possibly after a heart attack or stroke, because I don't think panic attacks do that. Jake is his daughter's boyfriend's name that they're...
I don't know in here that Robin is his other daughter's name. They're sisters. Very anyway. I thought I got it wrong. I was like that. What? I didn't remember. No, you didn't. I didn't remember it because she's now a cop. She's a completely different character. Anyway, whatever. Anna, the younger daughter, who is the one who tries to kill herself, etc., is dating Orion and having sex with Orion in one of them. I have not watched that one, but that's her boyfriend. And then this one is Jake, and his stalking her social media through his coworker's account. The facts are right. There's also, we're not going to get it because I didn't repost anything. Therapy Jeff. Both everyone's with his response to the Rape Academy stuff, and everyone blaming him for men instead of like, yeah, no, he's actually kind of helping men more so than everyone. You know what I mean? He was doing the opposite. And then on Threads, he posted basically how to give someone a hand job, I think. I don't know. I read it and it seemed to be more like that. And also people are like, you can't do that. You're Therapy Jeff. Like you can't. And he's no longer a therapist. He's a social media person, and everyone having their, like the opposite of the Kendra and the psychiatrist. Like, but you're a therapist. Yeah, we really do need to deal with our collective professionalism and what the fuck it means under capitalism when Epstein Island and all of the Russell Brand. Yesterday or the day before. Well, losing my YouTube channel's Russell Brand is being interviewed by Megyn Kelly after he already didn't come out, didn't say anything, was silent, and now he, like, in his book, in full public view, he had sex with a 16-year-old when he was 30. Now people are like, he's admitting. He already admitted it was consensual and she was legally of age. It's the equivalent of him having slept with an 18-year-old. Yes, it is. It is. All the other shit he's done, everything else, what she says happened, which sounds like SA, different. Like, the inability for people collectively to distinguish and then not know they can't distinguish. Ridiculous. Russell Brand, who already deeply, intimately involved in the signs and symbols, Maya Stojan, Katy Perry, Justin Trudeau, that little, and then Russell fucking Brand. We're just going to keep repeating his name. I can't.
Stalking with his coworker. They mentioned that they were on the way to see his daughter when she was having her mental health crisis. He was with a Robin and a Sharon, my aunt, very related, and the
related, because if I have her right, she is my middle. She's the middle. There's 9. She's the exact smack in the fucking middle, who's the mom of Brad Fraser and the great grandma or grandma, whatever, how many downs of Carter, who was born on Jim Caziesel's birthday and died on Woody Harrelson's birthday of brain cancer that 100% of children die from when they're diagnosed from it with it. You all want to come help me save the world?
Other one, Robin Williams, one of my middle school friends named Robin, who is one of the few things I regret in life is how I treated her when she told me she was suicidal. And luckily she's still on this planet, and Robin Williams, the actor, is not. There is a woman who experiences abdominal pain, and
I'm still going for Chicago Med. This one's going, what did I just say? Chicago. Damn it. Jubilee, don't try to give background. You can't follow one track and get back to the other one. Come on. You know you can't do that.
and Robin Williams, the actor.
Robin Williams, who starred in the movie about love of his life, kills herself, and he goes to the afterlife to save her from hell simply because she thinks she's going to go to hell. I don't remember the name of it at the moment. I want to call it A Walk in the Clouds. Just a Keanu Reeves movie and not even close.
Actor is not. There is a woman who experiences abdominal pain, and Dr. Charles diagnoses her with basically Munchausen's by proxy, and she files a complaint against him for him not believing her. Her sister comes in and says she's faking her pain, like the whole thing about pain and sisters and parents. And wow, I don't know how to get any.
So Tyler Catastrophe and a lot of people, including Carpuzzi, like people not believing him that he's disabled because he got in a car accident, but like the amount of ableism that's in there and the amount of like not believing people, like anyway, what he is and isn't capable of doing isn't determined by strangers on the internet, right? He can't do beadwork because he can't work, and if he can do beadwork, he can do what I think he can do. We have to be able to find him something under capitalism where he can slave away. And how dare he say he'd rather concentrate on his art and something he enjoys doing? You all are jealous of the wrong people. Like the billionaires aren't actually there to be jealous of. They're there to like tear them the fuck down and create something real and true.
Of you to come join me in the ridiculousness that so we can create a better, beautiful world, but I'm just gonna keep on watching. I have 2 more Chicago Meds and the Brilliant Minds to watch. I'm going to make videos for them if there's more relevant. No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I might, but I'm not gonna plan the future. I'm just going to do this one because I just watched those 2 and they did a recap, and there's probably like a ton of. Oh, sorry. Also, Robin, the actor who plays Robin, is 11/18 is her birthday, which is the episode, right? And she's also in The Rookie as a cop and a doctor. And anyway, the newest show.
June 28th is his daughter's, the actress's birthday. Her name's Hannah Alligood, which Alligood. Maya Stojan's birthday, Elon Musk's birthday, Brad Fraser's birthday. Maya's connection to all of it, her real in-world connection to me and my sister more so, but like the April 3rd, all of it. Just Russell Brand, I fucking can't.
Chicago Med. There's an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where she wakes up in a psychiatric hospital, and Sunnydale, I forgot the name of the town, is just a imaginatory with all of her friends, and her mother's already dead in that episode. So she gets to see her living mother and father, and I believe they're even together. No Dawn, played by Michelle, who died of not brain cancer, Jubilee, you added that one. Died, but it's the Walking Dead person who died of brain cancer. I just need to pause. In the end, she decides that she would rather be in Sunnydale, even if it's a fantasy world. I'm experiencing the opposite of that in real life. All of psychiatry, bunk, all of society. I wish I could sit down and do just the psychiatric one, but like Dr. Charles, specifically on Chicago Med, the fact he's Dr. Charles post Charlie Kirk and all of that. Dr. Frome, who I always want to put on The Resident, is not, there isn't one on The Resident, but it's on New Amsterdam, which was my favorite one, which honestly rewatching it, I'm like, this, all of them are just like one person who's basically helpful to patients and everybody else getting their dicks wet. Or they, like, it's just most of society, professionals playing a part they saw in a movie while thinking they're professional because they went to school and got training. And none of their job is like how to actually cultivate that relationship at its foundation, i.e. be a healer if you're a doctor, be an educator if you're a teacher, and how to just like dictate what everyone else owes you because I went to medical school and I'm a teacher. Yeah, so teach and heal, fucker. Most of what we've collectively created together, a shared crazy delusion. And I'm experiencing the weird signs and symbols in real time, and crickets, like just the massive amount of signs and symbols associated just with psychiatry. Wolf Boy with Keanu Reeves meets his love interest, thinking one of them thinks they're a werewolf in the psych ward. Brad Fraser wrote it. Sharon's his mom. The chapters I worked at with the rabbi of Pearl Harbor and spent New Year's Eve, which would become my daughter's birthday. Nothing, you know, you guys all, the more you all run away from the signs and symbols, the more they take my channels away, the more it's like, right, this is crazy. Dr. Charles, I just made a video. Dr. whatever, and his name is, I don't think he's a psychiatrist, I think he's a neurologist on the Brilliant Minds one. Dr. Frome on, I always want to say The Resident, but that was not Resident, it's New Amsterdam. Who is the one on I don't know if his birthday is relevant, maybe, probably if I looked it up, but Dr. Frome is Ryan Gosling's best friend on Breaker High that my sister met Ryan Gosling at the Roxy, which is a nightclub here in Vancouver, and then showed up on set, and Ryan Gosling, who'd already been a child star on the Disney Channel, but went on to become Ryan Gosling. My introduction to Breaker High, as we didn't have those channels, was my sister calling on, we didn't even have cell phones at that time, and giving me that story on the regular old phone, probably taking turns. Yeah, definitely taking turns talking to her. You know what I mean? Oh, phones. The Resident. Chastain does not have a reoccurring surgeon on The Resident. Sorry, I just said surgeon, didn't I? Psychiatrist, a recurring psychiatrist. There's surgeon. Malcolm Jamal Warner plays one such surgeon. You know, the man who played Theo on The Cosby Show and then died while swimming with his daughter off the coast of Costa Rica on July 20th of last year. Somebody whose birthday I was volunteering in Costa Rica with. Lives in Melbourne, where Ruby Rose just said Katy Perry sexually assaulted her. And Katy Perry, who dated Russell Brand. Ruby Rose being one of the first female crushes, Jubilee questions sexuality. I'm sure she's been many, but like, versus Maya, who I already know I like women, but like also generally not like her. That's interesting. Anyway,
Maya Stojan and whoever the other one was. Oh, Ruby Rose. Melbourne, where the Costa Rican, the guy I volunteered in Costa Rica with, who also had my one and only one night stand in Melbourne the night before Australia Day. Canada Day, Australia Day, and America Day. That's what I'm calling July 4th from now on. America Day. No, that's not true. I'm calling it the other one. What is it? Reaping? I'm calling it the reaping. And who dated Maya Stojan, who's in with Alba. Somebody come give a singular F about the ridiculousness of the signs and symbols so we can create world peace. Seriously. No. I just get to lose YouTube channels with under 1,000 subscribers. Hey, whatever. I'm trusting. I'm deeply trusting this is all happening in the right time. But the opposite of the Buffy episode, crazy pants. Like, I could handle the aliens coming down tomorrow. You all can't handle Tyler catastrophe. There's an episode I'm watching a December 9th, 2025 video where he's explaining that he misunderstood. There was a dream job and how that destroyed his life, and the artist had communicated better and not been a capitalist narcissist. Yeah, I don't know this artist. I barely now know the name Wilbur Soot, who sings Jubilee line that weirdly does not have a single line/lyric with my name, Jubilee, in it. And that man shares my brother's birthday, also Pope Leo's birthday, and there's currently somebody in the comments with this. Aside from all of the other things that have happened and will happen on September 14th, since Ali Priestley Drama Palooza, I get in a fight with my brother on September 2nd, Keanu Reeves' birthday, right before, this is 2023, right before that, Elise Myers' claimed friend, Katie Felton, I'm mentioning, I pick a random influencer out of a hat. It's it's Elise Myers, well, talking to Katie Felton. Katie's like, I know Elise. We're best friends. Turns out she's a chronic liar. But Elise Myers then goes on to give birth to her second son, who has a heart murmur or a heart issue that he needs surgery for. She gives birth on my brother's birthday. My sister had heart surgery on November 2nd when I was a kid. Then I went on to die, right? No, that whole thing. Then September 14th, and the Pope dies. I make a thumbnail blaming Ali. Ali has cops show up at my door, or tries to get cops show up at my door. Candace Owens' birthday. Jubilee point. Stick to the point. Then after all, they elect a Pope, as they do. Michelle dies, who we already talked about, right? Dawn from Buffy. She's someone who's like, comes into the cast because she's a magical key, and they all just knew she was there always because she's a magical key. Anyway, the actress plays in Euro Trip, and they mistakenly, everyone thinks the Pope has died, and they've resurrected one, and she's like a twin sister of one of them, and she died in 2025, the year of Jubilee, and I know her as, Buffy's little sister, Allison Hannigan, and whatever. How I Met Your Mother. Jason. No, that's not his name. Josh Radnor of it all. Jubilee, stick on track. We're never sticking on track, but like, roll it back. Where are we getting to? What is she talking about? This is interesting. This video's comments. Tagged their friend Leo's mom, who has Theo. Okay, yeah. Theo and Leo. Theo, like, red Amber Alert in Vancouver. That whole story, with young boy Theo, and Theo, and then Leo, so very close. Leo, Lionsgate, Leo, Maya Stojan's little son, she married somebody who has Diane Fossey's birthday on Jane Goodall's birthday. She married him, and that a video was uploaded with her and Russell Brand on the red carpet when they were very briefly dating, and I had her associated with Russell Brand because when I met her, it was mentioned that she had briefly dated Russell Brand. not her biggest relationship, possibly his, before Laura, his wife, who also has the same birthday. And a relevant wedding, but they're all relevant. We're all living our lives, and there's a bigger picture going on. And we probably don't need copyright things and things that are the criminal justice system that aren't dealing with the reality that is, the God that is, the relationships that are reality.
1114 followers, and Maya Stojan is Leo's mom, born on January 6th, which same with neighbors Leo's Norman Reedus' birthday, which if you watch my last few videos on just today, very relevant. You'd have to go scroll quite ways back to get Maya's video, but her gorgeous face is there, so you could find it. Yeah, no, I still haven't heard a lie. Closest was, I guess, the Lexus, but someone's like, he said he wrecked his Lexus with his body. Cars wreck, bodies wreck. I don't. Does anyone have any evidence there wasn't a car wreck? I don't understand. Oh. I'm watching on December 9th. How do you miscommunicate the offer of a job without any paperwork, then crowdfunding, the internet, right? My video I made where I'm asking what's the lie, because I literally don't know Tyler Catastrophe at all. And people are like, this lie, look, lie, not a lie, not a lie. Miscommunication and misunderstanding, not a lie, right? Also, the internet might want to, I don't know, collectively pick its butt up and come help create world peace. Miscommunication. Literally, that's all that happens on the internet. How dare there be a miscommunication? Yeah, no, all the miscommunication, the world wars. You don't want to come create world peace. I'm going to make the signs and send those videos today, and probably tons of other ones, because I don't have my YouTube channels anymore. That should be fun. Let's see how long until the cops show up at my door. How? I don't know who Stuart Simple is. Like, don't know what kind of art, if he's an art. No, don't know who Stuart Simple is. Barely know Tyler Catastrophe. I'm pretty sure I'd heard of Wilbur Soot, but didn't know his name because he sings Jubilee Line and has my brother's birthday. And those two things are probably together, but not Tyler Catastrophe. I'm going to show you screenshots of him talking. This is what he posted about Tyler Soot. And then we're going to Tyler Soot. Sure. Sorry. That's combined names, like on the front of your notebook. You know what I mean? No. Okay. Tyler Catastrophe. That's the name he chose to put online. Tyler Catastrophe. The internet. Gonna enter. Years ago, Tyler swung by. Nice bloke. Visiting the studio isn't a job offer, just to clarify. And then there's a second. A picture of a bracelet on, I'm going to assume, his own wrist. Tyler.
Like, if I thought Tyler Catastrophe was unwell and obsessed with Wilbur Soot or this guy, as opposed to he misunderstood there was a job offer. The guy gave a very ambiguous, if you're in, as somebody said in the comments of the video, what the screenshots are from, it's the equivalent of meeting somebody on vacation, like a crew, like getting to know them, and then them saying, if you're ever in town, hit me up, and then thinking you said, come live with me. Not come stay a night, not, you know what I mean? And or come over for dinner, what somebody means, right? Or I did mean come live with me. I did mean you're my new roommate. As somebody in a very superficial relationship world who's looking to develop deep relationship ties and have to do that on YouTube live. Well, you know what I mean? And I'm trusting, not planning the future, deeply trusting. I think Jubilee losing her YouTube accounts on the day Ali started hers. And I also started one on that same day, and then it was like, oh, that means forever. It'll have started on the day that Ali has the same anniversary. Oh, and one of the dates that kept coming up was July 8th. Is the one from this channel, I believe. Oh. fun. Like, what do you all think this means? You know what I mean? It's like, what does it mean? It means I'm the Jubilee and I'm out to save the world. The big whole fucking picture. And that there's something bigger going on. Like, right, what does it mean? What does it mean that there's DNA in the center of all of our cell in a nuclear, you know what I mean? That was what blew my mind in university. So I was like it's like a whole city going on in our cells. You think evolution did that? I'm like, I don't think God did it, but now the science and symbols, there's like a few things that crack open reality. The autism tapes, those are not what they're called, but like the people on the hill, and something about lasers that my friends bring up. One of my friends brings up often, that also broke the internet, broke like the intellectual people. If you get high, life comes down to some kind of code. I'm like, oh, like the Matrix? The Matrix. Where do thoughts come from? Our thoughts, our creativity. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter. Where did it come from? She's told the story of her being on the train and writing it down, I think on like a napkin or something. Right, where did it come from? Does she own it? If anyone owns it, you know what I mean? No, because she sold it, and you know what I mean? It's a $100 million franchise, $1 billion probably. Not probably is, because she was close to being a billionaire and she had a portion of it on a second go. Where do inventions and art, all of it, our ideas, come from somewhere? And whatever that is also interconnected in time and space. Now that we have the internet and timestamps and all of our shared human existence, and AI and Trump and Epstein's Island, is the perfect time to create something the world is ready and waiting for. It's both allergic to joy and happiness in the signs and symbols and truth and reality, and has never been more ripe for something new. Everything I've been talking about since Jubilee Creates Something was first started, and even before that, which is why it was started, doing, even before I created the Venn, what you're meant to do leads us to a better, beautiful world. Fixing labor. So instead of enslaving someone to make somebody do what you want them to do, pretending you have no awareness that they're a human being and that this is God's somehow divine. Doing it to elephants too. Slavery. Humans know. We know. It's disgusting. Like, we know murder's wrong. Even if there's caveats of, yeah, but like, well, we know. Here to fix slavery means dealing with our economic system, that some people hoard money, which means they get everyone doing labor for them. Well, they're Epstein Islanding. Well, they feel entitled to harm and hurt children. And we've created a whole system that gives them that. In every direction, every pipeline, we've created the capitalism we have before us, run by the evil and sociopathic, because of been videos. The other ones, both my projects that I'm going to keep in there, even though they're long out of existence, kind of. They're all, some aren't, some are, and the ones that are kernels of things that are part of the zero state solution to world peace, which is solution raising and peer coaching, which is We Weave. So really, it's We Weave. It's We Weave. It's just renamed. When people come, and a person who takes some stress, right, lives with it, who understands what it is of it, like a tiny piece of what it is of insane, and how crazy making the science and symbols are. And I'm the person they're coming through. And I'm the adultiest adult with the least wordy words. Like, that's what it is. That's what the Jubilee is. It's an unfolding mystery. I'm not trying to be a mystery. It's just what it is. It is my name. It is my purpose. And all of human existence is up till now and now and now. Therefore, that's all God's will. What has happened Well, how do you know in this moment what happened before? What happened 100 years ago, 500 years ago, 3,000 years ago? We have manuscripts and people who today are scholars and believe that, but we are not those scholars. You know what I mean? How do we know? We need to actually that's where a lot of this started. The Jubilee who knows how to save the world, who's just Jubilee Briscoe, not the Jubilee, the technological user cooperative that it all comes back to, because I need access to information. I needed doctors to be better. And I could see how fundamentally they were failing at a deep, deep level. I did not yet see them as toddlers and dicks, right? Like, and I don't actually see them as that. I probably wouldn't. The amount we fake what help is out there, well, the only help we need is villages in a world that works to design around purpose and not around Sky Daddy, who the one thing they all agree on, don't kill each other. So let's kill each other over Sky Daddy, right? The Onion. A news source, which is known for being farce long before the internet. Long before the current version of the internet. And AI and Trump and fake news and that's our purpose. And one of their articles, God angrily clarifies, do not kill. Yeah. The ridiculous just all of it, all of who and what we've been as a species, what we can be now and in the future, what we have been and are now. That's where the future and past meet is right now, in the moment. Right? There's history, there's like knowing the past. Does it make sense? Doesn't make it necessarily true and right. But like when it doesn't, when the numbers don't add up, and you're like, wait a minute, who are the people of the Bible? Who are their descendants? Who are the Palestinians? What's happening in Israel? Who's the rabbi of Pearl Harbor? How was he in Lebanon with him? Jubilee spent December 31st with him, and he lost his virginity. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot. It's complex.
Catastrophe, misunderstood, a job offer that was not given, all that gray miscommunication that happens between humans, and one person assumes something and the other person, right, doesn't know to correct it because they don't know the other person's made the assumption. Specifically to immigrate to a new country, it is much easier when you have a job offer from a specific company that wants to hire you. That is very specific paperwork. That is.
I love when I pause myself in weird moments. Like I really do. I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. I less like it when I do it to other people that I like, but people I don't like, I also equally enjoy it. Point Jubilee, that's not what we paused to say because it's what the pause gave me to say. You know what I mean? So we were not pausing to say that. What we were pausing to say, well, that's a mystery. That is, won't forever be a mystery because it's unpaused.
Not an ambiguous.
September 14th, and the dates that, no, because I forgot, right? It was Elise Myers gave birth to her son, 2023. Pope Leo elected as the 14th Pope, where he adopts the name Leo because his name was not Leo before, as is the Pope tradition. Charlie Kirk's assassinated, nothing to do. Nick Reiner kills his parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, after having made a movie with his dad and the life that he's had. Children's book made about him. Have we covered it? Where's the evidence? It's gone. We did cover it. And Ken and Will again, I'm sure. Nick Reiner's birthday, same birthday, and now Wilbur's son, was the September 14th conclusion, in case I forget, because that's what I was like, right, that's when I paused. Elise Myers, just September 14th. Nick Reiner, who also, while that happened on December 14th, Bondi Beach, there was a massacre happening by a father and son, And on the first day of Hanukkah, where multiple rabbis were killed, I believe, like they aren't necessarily distinguishable from the rest of the Jewish community, especially if they're wearing yarmulkes, I believe they're called. That's random. They were randomly shooting at Jewish people. They were trying to kill Jewish people. Absolutely. That's why there was Hanukkah. They were at a Hanukkah celebration. The rabbis, Matilda, the youngest, Bondi Beach is where I was with somebody who shares Rachel McAdams' birthday that I volunteered with in Costa Rica, and all the Australians, most of them were in Sydney besides the one who was in Melbourne. And he specifically off of Bondi Beach, where I was staying when September 11th happened, and then walked around Bondi Beach September 12th. Yeah, no, because it's ahead. So it was morning, it was night September 11th there. Like we were headed to bed. And I was like, turned on the news, watch a bit of television. It was like, you need to come out. Something big's going down. And, right. Rachel McAdams' birthday is also Danny DeVito's and many, many things.
Ether's job offer that you know what I mean? Living right there, would you hire me today? A very different conversation. That one of them thought they had the one conversation and the other one's like, hey, if you're here, we're not helping, but if you're here, maybe. Yeah, miscommunication. But the other one, I've already forgotten his name. Putting that up while it's going viral. Nice guy. You know what I mean? The internet's not gonna, you know what I mean? The internet's gonna internet all over Tyler Catastrophe as it's been doing. You all should come help me create world peace. I'm gonna end every video that way because you guys should always come help me create world peace. I don't know who Stuart Simple is. Like, don't know what. Wilbur Soot sings Jubilee Line, which has the following lyrics. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the tube line. There's a reason that London puts barriers on the rails. The amount that suicide has been in the signs and symbols, Jessica and Eric, Aubrey Wyatt and Michaela Rains, erroneously, Pretty Pastel Please, all three of those last ones co-opted by Allie Priestley, who used her own mental health crisis to weaponize against other people who she'd bullied during Suicide Prevention Week. Robin Williams, the celebrity and a real life person I know with the same name, who luckily is still alive today, but is one of the teenage regrets that I have around this topic. I am making more and more of the signs and symbols videos, but I was realizing midway through this one was going to be the one, and I'm going to post it on suicide. And it is the signs and symbol, and we'll have to just let the universe go where it may, because I didn't make it as a comment to the other one, which I still haven't pinned, which is, you know, the plan, pinning all the celebrity signs and symbols and themes so you all can look through them. And tiny fraction of what I see, I need someone to step into this role and experience it from, you know, some empathy, some basic human understanding. I need a single human being to see and hear me, like we all do.
Right, like if you knew how to save the world. It's not a business. When do you stop? You don't. When the world's saved. When your kid's safe. My kid's not safe yet. We all can't breathe yet. You know, like for generations. Except, yes, we can. Because the crater, and they have it. The ancestors, it's happening. We may annihilate ourselves, though. Like, I believe in multiple universes. It helps. I don't know whether it's true and accurate or if it's just right. Like, but this universe that I'm in splits off every moment for every one of us. And so whatever choices I'm making in your reality is because of the choices you're making in yours. even if we've never met across an ocean. Because other me's are doing it, you know what I mean? I'm doing me. I'm doing me, and you're making your decisions, and that will dictate the universe that we coexist in together. Times 8 billion people. Does that seem like complex math? Yeah, that's why it's angels and or aliens or ancestors doing it, and not us in this dream state, lived reality where my brain's entering more and more of the dream state, more and more of the like, yeah, no, reality. Bullshit bureaucracy. My brain's a hard pass to along medical lines, literally creating tumors over it. Need to be planted at the center of the Venn by people who understand why and how. What is happening is big and huge. We're doing it. The more we're doing it consciously, the more people are helping one another in what they're doing and not capitalism. While that's going on, that's not ending yet. It's a process. It's a rolling downhill, snowballing process.
Wilbur Soot sings. I'm just making this video because I'm unpinning one of my pinned videos that was made on February 22nd, 2222, which that 3s and 4s keep coming up repeatedly. At least 3 of them. Doubles too, but like 3 to 4 constantly. And the person who commented on this one commented on March 20th, which is quite the birthday. I know it is Baron Trump's birthday. And Adriel Ziegler's oldest child's birthday. This is what the anchors are. We're going to be pinning a new one that is about the signs and symbols. That will sit there, that the comments can follow through. People can listen to me go through them. And if you think any of this is any kind of, you should come create world peace. They should crack open your reality. That's why I'm doing them. Have they cracked open mine? Yeah, every day. Yeah, I'm just making this video because I'm...
Hello.
All right. I don't know. Did I contain all of the it's funny. Jubilee Creates is still here. I can still record on it. I can record publicly on it. What I can't do is not scared me. Learn more. New managing moderators could support it. I was like, check on your channel. I can check on it. Like I can look at it. No, I can look at it. So I could do the copyright thing and see. But I can't see comments. I can't see until I have in real life support. I need like a human being beside me in real life. Oh, like I've been asking for so long, so long. As my brain is decayed, we'll keep going through whatever it's going through. The Rachel McAdams movie that isn't a Rachel McAdams movie, but she plays Danielle. In fact, let's just Rachel. Like, can I? I'm giving myself 10 minutes to just ramble on each of them and still can't. Oh, because that's what I just Googled. I was like, that's weird. That's what I just looked up today. And then passengers, I knew that. November 17th, we want. What TV shows has she been on? True Detective. Which also has Woody Harrelson. You think you are. Final Conflict. What is? Which one of the many space TV shows is that? This intriguing sci-fi series is set on Earth in the near future. Aliens called Talons have become a part of Earth culture and are called companions. But the resistance movement of people skeptical of Talons' invent towards humans, even the Talons themselves are divided. May 20th, 2022. First episode aired October 6th, 1997. All right. Interesting. But we're really here for the movies. I'll go back to Rachel McAdams. Movies. This one sent out the one from this year. What date did that one come out? I should have probably put that when I watched it. It's kind of contained. It probably contained within the ones that are not lost. January 30th. That sounds all right. Jared's birthday, the opposite. I watched True Lies with him on November 6th, the day that I met him. And then November 12th, which I've already said, Ryan Gosling's birthday. Watched 10 Things I Hate About You with Devin. And that is also the date. Doesn't make sense. How does that? I feel like we're in opposite years. 1999. Yeah, no, because 2000, hence millennia. When you spent it with Ryan, it was the 99, becoming 99. That was a year later. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was like, wait, how could I have started dating him at the same time and watching 10 Things I Hate About You and Devin? Because it's a year apart. It's a year apart. Different geographical locations. A province apart, a year apart. Send help or not. The Notebook, where she plays an Allie and meets Ryan Gosling on June 6th at the place they meet. He plays a Noah. And it came out on June 25th, which is the day I found out about Woody Harrelson's. Nope. The character he plays, Hamish's Hunger Games. It's not Woody Harrelson's Hunger Games, but Hamish's Hunger Games. That it existed, that there was a book, which I bought and read, and then made a video on that day. Maybe we'll go find that, because I bet you it's on June 5th, and I'll play that. My content I will be continuing to play, but other people's, well, no chance of copyright, since Amanda Seyfried is the one that's on in it. Tim. Also, maybe we'll just do that too. If I'm live, we will be a lot, because if my rule, and it is, there has to be 3, at least a minimum of 3 signs that are aligned at one time for me to be like wanting to go here to do it. That's what this channel is. As long as, the universe allows, and we might get the other ones back. Lindsay Lohan's July 3rd birthday, Rachel McAdina Faye. I did not know this woman existed when Devin gave me the ultimatum, and Jared and the Jubilee Arena, but I was playing Miss Norbury, and then this is also the last video on Allie's channel that was started April 23rd of a year. Don't know the year. Now know the date. Didn't know. I mean, it was like on the spreadsheet. I knew it, but I didn't know it. Karen Smith, December 3rd. September 30th. There's one that hasn't stuck. Gretchen comes up, like the name Gretchen comes up surprisingly often. Aaron Samuels. Hers is Matt's. June 10th is the date I put out the Ryan Gosling video about the Roxy Nightbird. September 16th. For my dad's birthday. May 9th, the day Allie called the police on me and got me put in a psych ward. The next day, May 10th, which is both the Wayne Gacy, which, why did he come up? Oh, because of Jeffrey Dahmer. That's why. We need to also play that. After this, we're going to the site that gave me the copyright strikes, which we've already covered. But on the channel, the other one that's now gone. So, like, not really. But it's not. Like, I did use their copyrighted stuff. They're not even wrong. They didn't lie. You know what I mean? Like, they're fully within every legal, everything right. And I'm me. I have brain tumors and I can't send a simple email. And so, like, right, no, I can't, like, do normal human interaction things. I can go live here on my YouTube channel and watch things, yet no longer are we watching things. Yeah. We're just Rachel and McAdam. Okay, he's in both of them. The one that comes out in June 12th too. January 12th. Start with the J, just end in whatever way. Okay. No, oh God. I hate that it does this actually. Yet each one is its own. There we go. That's what we wanted. Mean Girls Send Help. About Time. And the other one. There's two Rachel McAdam movies about time, where she does not time travel, but her husband time travels. Send Help. Jared's birthday. Mean Girls, April 30th. I know that one. I know that one out by heart. It's also the date that the Jim Caviezel March 17th movie came out. Yep, and that I'm not going to explain more on, but have before. Hot Chick, which is fun because I just looked this up because I couldn't remember whether she was a secondary character, and she plays him, which I knew at some point, but she's a hot chick who becomes him. And she's a mean girl. And there was more of a parallel. I mean, this came out before. Is it her name? What's her name in this? I don't know. Let's just look at Hot Chick. 2002. Jessica is their name. I mean, they play a Jessica. Rob Schneider. December 13th, which, I mean, the last day Rob Reiner and them were alive, but not, no. Rob Schneider, not Rob, okay, no, close. Tom Brady. What is Rob's birthday? Oh, there's an April in here too. And she's at, Halloween. The day I was pregnant on the way to Eric's funeral. November 29th. She's in Mom and Scary Movie 2, which is the one with the extreme ableism and whatever. They were all cringe and horror. Like, they were making fun of the time period, and part of that was Carol. The part of that was not Carol. Carol, sorry, the astronauts, the moon, my aunt. Sidetrack. June 29th. A date that comes off, but it doesn't stick. It's between, it's like, between June 28th, that date, and June 29th. Sorry, June 30th. Blah, which is Matt's birthday. My Matt, not Devin's Matt's. One of which she met on my daughter's, what would become my daughter's, April 24th. Today's date. What is it? Richie and Hot Chick. Michael O'Keefe. Happy birthday, Michael O'Keefe. Even if I went live only when that happened each day, like that's what instigated my live, you'd see it happens almost every day. But I'm not going live every time that happens. That the person's birthday comes up on the day of. It also happened like the next day. And sometimes it happens because it's that. Like, it's like, right now. I knew it was here. But when it comes up like that, where it's organic. Back to Rachel Mcadams, who is sponsoring today's video. Like how the letter X or whatever sponsored Sesame Street. Cease and desist from the letter X. Sorry, Wedding Crashers. We're not. I want to do the. Oh, wait. Did we do the time travel one? Oh. Cast. First, though. Let's go down. And November 1st. Well, if you're not going to play. Without. Feels like it's a slap in the face. Oh, it's got Margot Robbie, which plays a Charlie. A Charlotte. And all these people. November 17th. May 12th. The other video Ellie has on me on her YouTube channel 3 years ago. Dad, December 12th. Okay, yep. Okay. July 2nd, which isn't the Mean Girl, right? The Mean Girl one is July 3rd. That's my friend's twins. April 18th. I feel like it might be a Pope, but honestly, I'd have to look it up. Kit Kat. November 30th. No, September 30th was just something. Don't know. November 7th. April 18th. Those are two. July 31st, definitely. That is J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter's birthday as well. She made her main character her birthday. And it's Jack's birthday, one of the many other things. Okay, we're done with this because there was something else we were going to do. What else we get lost in aside from there's Russel Brand, but we're not. Oh, right. Let's just go here. And Jordan. Mormon Mother God, she who must not be named. Or clicking on this and seeing what the.
Whoa.
Just give me a moment. I just got it. It's got Mormon and Mother. That's basically 30 minutes. Skip. Day after my grandma's birthday. Again, if you're not going to play, if you're not even going to be. We're not even listening to any of it. I'm just, hopefully it comes up again and I will listen to it. But not in my tabs. We're doing something. We are going to. Ooh, you know what? Jordan, like the country Jordan, I feel like May 25th is their Independence Day, all of which I had on a spreadsheet before October 7th. Lebanon, which is my mother's birthday, and then all the dates in 1982. My sister's birthday, my brother's birthday, my dad's birthday. No, my birthday. It's constantly just left out always. Okay, anyway, Taste with Jordan the Lion is the one that gave me the copyright strikes on the other channel. The Jubilee's Receipts one. And because my email was overflowing and I had 0 and I can't email anyway, I mean, I have my one that I now pay for that just is like 40,000, 50,000. We're getting up there. Unread emails. They're trying to unsubscribe, but like that's labor. It's all labor. Brain tumors and saving the world. Lisa Mercedes' mother. It's been rough. It's ending. What's coming to an end? I'm just going to check what.
Jordan the Lion. It is, it's coming to the end of the year.
End of the year. That makes sense. All right. Which would be December 22nd. Not the last day of the year. But no, we're here just for Dahmer. Which I think it was, I don't know. I don't know when I covered it myself. 12/31. Fun. 3 years ago. But it was this one, not this one. But we have to click on this one first to see when he covered it. Come see the world. October 13th. I feel like, is that Little Trump? Little Trump. Not Little Trump. Baron, not, no. Tiffany, the one that's left out constantly. The other daughter. Well, if I had to sleep with one of my daughters, you know what I mean? That one. I feel like it's October 13th. Tiffany Trump, but not with 100% certainty. Like I know the rest of theirs. They actually both the women I did because October 30th is, I believe, the other. Okay. Jeffrey Dahmer, which I have to say, one of the things I'm so sad to be lost is Corinne Viver's pants, serial killer pants after you know what I mean? Or Daniel and he liked Dexter, an award-winning movie, a TV show that so many people liked and there were even spin-offs for. And then she had pants with serial killers, real serial killers on them. October 15th, 2025 is the date. That's not what we're here for, though. I do want to check the other one because the other one was the Verve. I only know him as Mini Me, and I know that's not his name. All right, Jordan would never. Where does it say something about? Wait, oh, I usually do this. The user have touched Jeffrey Dahmer. Thank you for praying and being respectful. To my understanding, Jeffrey Dahmer was baptized the same day John Wayne Gacy was executed, and that was the because John Wayne Gacy. We'll be back. First of all, John Wayne. What is going on? Why are we not going? What is that? I just popped up with a bunch of emojis in it. I don't know. Oh, Allie, John Wayne, her dad, and Wayne being my actual dad's name is what I was trying to say. March 17th, all the things, my uncles, and St. Patrick's Day, I can't remember. May 10th, the day I went to the hospital. Also, is it Barbara Shearer that also came up? My first copyright strike. She was, I believe, passed away already. May 10th, 2020, August 14th. It's her birthday. And she, Ted's the one. Ted. And that's where I was like, Ted Mosby. How I Met Your Mother. TV show with a whole cast we're not getting into because, again, whole cast. Each one could be its own TED Talk. I want to go see what's on this date because it's definitely relevant. Why? Because I got a YouTube strike to take down my channels. Not on this date, but. And I do wish I knew. And this is the one, though, that was at 33388. When I took a screenshot, because of course I did. Not of course, I don't always. If I took a screenshot, so many if it was every double digit. October 15th. It's the day after Charlie Kirk's. But where is my spreadsheet? Dates. October 15th. You only have to remember it for a second. October 15th. Occupy Vancouver starts. Yeah, okay. October 15th. That's funny. I was like, that's the day after Charlie Kirk's and not the day before Eric's. Because I was like, wait, that can't be right. That's the day before Eric's. That's how time works, Julie. Okay. My mom's YouTube channel date. the first day of Landmark 2005 that I attended. Well, that was like right after that because I had brain surgery in May of that year. The Alyssa Milano tweet that started the Me Too movement in 2017. The Final Cut release date in 2004 with Robin Williams and Jim Caviezel, with basically a really weird, no one would put that in their child chip in their brain. That is Facebook that also came out that year. And we all put all of our children's photos all over it. Isn't this fun? Birthday of the dad in 10 Things I Hate About You, Larry Miller, who's in both the TV show and the movie. With different daughter. Like, they have the same names, but they're not the same people. Dahmer's memorabilia. Oh, I literally have this one. I have this one in there. Possibly, I don't know. The group doc, unless there's someone else who has memorabilia, but I can't imagine. The group documentary. I think that's the one about the teenagers who like basically pretended they were more drug addicts than they were and had done all this stuff because of course they do. That's what teens do in order to be cool enough to be in sobriety. And then anyway, and then all the self-help craziness came. Money, cults. If I'm right on that one. And then, yeah. All right. That's what was on the spreadsheet. Glad I checked it out. Also, love when things like day after Charlie's. 2 days before my other uncles. All right. Well, get back. Vern. I know his name is Vernon. I'm just going to put in Vern and see if something. Yes, okay. Untold End. The Grave of Vern. 11/22. I just came up with someone assassinated JFK with one of the TikToks, and I don't remember. It was somebody thinking that maybe it was one of the TV shows. I don't know, like medical dramas. A Sad Truth About Mini-Me 1 year ago, 2 years ago, The Grave of, I feel like it was maybe he has the grave one in here though. And I'm going to have no idea which one I used. It's like, you have to timestamp it. Yeah, no, I know I said it, but brain tumors, May 26th. Oh, that's Botched YouTube channel. Fun. That was also the birthday when okay, all the things. All the back one, grave of Birkenau, Auschwitz. Sorry, because I went to a different concentration camp on Jessica's birthday. And I know Auschwitz isn't in Germany. I don't remember where it is. Austria? Is it in Austria? September 12th, which also, again, a date that I don't have anything associated with the date before I encountered Game B and Raymond's birthday. And that's not the date they went there, but I highly doubt it's going to have the date they went there.
Auschwitz 2.
Auschwitz 2 is the first one. Like, is it second? Anyway, I don't. Back up. We are going to The Sad Truth About Mini-Me, Vern Troyer. We'll look up in a moment. I paused it because it was 11/22. Leo Leonidas. And this one was July 5th, 2024. The day after Reaping Day. We're looking up. Did we already look him up first? Okay, first of all, we have to copy and paste because I can't even remember right now his name. And then, but first we're going to look at Jordan's account. Both the most. No videos. What oldest? Which are sometimes the exact same date and many times not. It kind of depends. If they got to take it down, if they put it up right away, all those things. August 13th, 2016. I literally need to go to the spreadsheet because one of the things where it's going to bother me if I don't remember what August 13th is. Because I know what August 12th and 11th are. A TikTok is the first one there, which is never really a good sign. The Ron Clark story release date. Oh, okay. It is somebody's wedding anniversary. It's someone I know in real life. We've already disclosed enough about him in this one. So, Don Ho, Nicolas Cage has called him birthday Hawaii. I think his birthplace is Hawaii, and he was born August 13th. Anyway, Don Ho. The rest of what I wrote there, I can't decipher. Also, the Bondi Beach guy is the day before, and the gunman December 41st. I have it as December 41st. I wonder how much I do that. Which ones would that work with? I don't know. Wouldn't really work with any of them, right? 31, 13 and 31 are the only two that would kind of happen with. Okay. There was another date we were looking up. We were coming back. We're going, oh, look at that. 7-1 and then 4 sevens. Fun. August 12th. That's like I just said the date. And then he made one the next day, or was it the same day? Were they the same day? Okay. August 12th, 2016. We now have to go back. August 12th, 2016.
I ordered myself some new glasses from this company.
August 13th, 2016. Yeah, so he did it the next day. August 12th is the day that I went on the reunion, the Starbucks reunion in 2023. Was there anything else we were doing aside from looking at those two dates? I'm just going to copy and paste. I don't think I was copy and pasting anything though. Oh, yes, I was. Yay. Yay. I'm glad we did that. Vern Troyer, who was born January 1st, which is also, and died April 21st, which is now, by the way, my new YouTube channel, which I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with. The videos that I couldn't get rid of that I was trying to figure out. January 1st, it was 2023. So right before the Ali Priestley stuff starts, April 21st, 2018, he died the same day the Pope died. And whoever's birthday was just that, the woman who shakes the magic 8-ball and the actress on the TV show. Okay, I'm going to end this here and see you next time. There are 3, well, I'll see you here next time. There's at least 3 signs and symbols, and on TikTok when I feel like making a video, because we're not going live and playing all my reposts anymore, which means there's so much less reposts, because that's what the other 2 channels, they were my living room and reposts. So this is signs and symbols. See you there.